Imagine one day, you suddenly found your legs stuck in the ground, hard to move. You see people crossing the road quickly, but you can't walk fast. Light changes and buses are approaching. You try to rush, but you lose balance and fall. There isn't a cure.
Multiple sclerosis, MS, is a medical condition where your immune system begins to eat away the protective tissue of your nerves, causing brain damage and affecting all areas of your body. 70% of the MS population experience difficulty walking.
This is how stressful it is for patients with walking impairments fighting multiple sclerosis, and this is why I'm really honored to be able to work with researchers and designers from Dr. Graham's team, learning and designing ways we can transform healthcare data into meaningful insights and visualizations that can assist clinicians to track and motivate patients' recovery progress. In order to better understand current clinical practices, Dr. Graham has led 2 rounds of interview with physical therapists. The first round of interview focused on how clinicians perform some standardized tests to collect the important measurements, level of illness from the patient, as well as some challenges they faced while doing the test. A 6-minute walk test usually takes place in a corridor that is 30 meters to 50 meters in length. The goal for the test is to walk as far as possible for 6 minutes. Patients can choose to sit down and rest if they are tired, but the longer they rest, the shorter the distance they will be able to accomplish in 6 minutes. Some of the challenges clinicians face while performing the test include in the dynamic hospital environment, people always walking by is very noisy, patient safety, patients' feeling of fatigue and their risk of fall, their short-term or long-term goal. Also a really big challenge is usually clinicians are very busy. They don't have a lot of time to go through a patient's chart before seeing the patient. I analyze the interview script, match those interesting insights with possible design recommendations come up from literature reviews. The goal for the physical therapist is always being able to bring the patient back to normal life and function as much as possible. In order for the test data to make sense, we need to put those in context, consider a patient's everyday life, matches clinicians' long-term view. During the second round of interview, the type of sensor research may use are being shared with clinicians in order to better understand what type of data clinician may be able to collect using those sensors. Round scribe is a sensor that can be clipped directly onto a patient's shoes. This sensor will help to collect measurements such as total steps and walking speed while patients are doing their normal daily activity. So why is walking speed important? Well, if you can't walk fast enough, you may not be able to effectively cross the street. That means it's really dangerous. You may not be able to catch the train before door close or attend activities on time. All the stress and frustration adds up, may lead to patient reluctant of even going out. The walking speed required to safely cross the street is 1.14 meters per second. We can compare that speed from the data that is collected from wearable sensor and show to patient and clinician how far they can get crossing the street with their current walking speed.
So next time when the clinician meets a patient, they will be able to point out their progress. They can show patients a data visualization graph and hey, you've done a better job on July 21st. If you do the activity I prescribed you, you will build better muscle strength, feel less fatigue, and next time in this sweaty day, you will be able to get to your destination in a shorter amount of time.